From Monona Grove High School, this is Silver Eagle Basketball. Monona Community Media brings you Silver Eagle Basketball. I'm Steve Martinelli, and tonight the Silver Eagles bring their TV portion of the season to an end as they take on the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks. MG boys 5-12 on the season, looking for career victory 301 for Coach Z. Fort Atkinson comes in 5-12. No, they're 5-13. MG's 5-12. Fort Atkinson, it's been a weird season for them. They won their first game of the season against Baraboo, then went on an 11-game losing streak. Now in their last 6 games, they've won 4 out of the last 6. They're coming off a defeat against Monroe back last Friday, but this is a team that's been rejuvenated. They brought up some younger players. They're getting some good play from a lot of young players. This is a team that may not be there yet this year, but in the next couple years, they could be challenging. They've got that many good sophomore and freshmen on the varsity squad already. Silver Eagles are led in scoring this year by Lance Nelson, of course, 15.4 points a game. On the Fort Atkinson side, they've got Carson Baker, a 5'7" sophomore, averaging almost 11 points a game. He's their leading scorer. He's going to be one to watch. He should be easy to spot. He's by far the shortest player on the floor. 5'7" and just a sophomore. All right, we're just about ready for the national anthem, so please join us in singing. All right, to get serious for a moment here, I want to pay tribute to a couple of members of the MG family that we lost in the past couple of weeks. First, Pat Ryan of Ryan Ambulance Services. He was one of the founders. He was the first Monona Grove player to score a touchdown, 1955 versus Lodi. And the other person that we lost recently was Barb Powers, grandmother of freshman coach Trey Powers. Our condolences to both families as we remember their folks. All right, for number 15, number 21, number 23, I'll run these down in just a second for you. Number 22 and number 33. So for the Blackhawks, Cade Costin, Caleb Halfelder, Grayson Wixon, Joe Stemke, and Big Drew Evans. For the Silver Eagles now, your starting lineup. Number 4, 6'2" sophomore Jordan Hibner. Jordan averaging 4.5 points a game. David, could you turn me down just a touch? Yes, please. That's much better. Thank you. All right. Jacob Munns, number 12, 6' senior. Connor Bracken, a 6'5" junior, number 21, starting in the middle. Lance Nelson, number 3, their leading scorer out there. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 2, 6' senior guard Trey Loken. So Loken, Nelson, Hibner, Munns, and Bracken for the Silver Eagles. For the Blackhawks, Costin, Helfelder, Wixom, Stemke, and Evans. Both these teams with moderate height, not a huge amount of size, but Halfelder and Evans both in the 6'4", 6'5" range. Connor Bracken, the only Silver Eagle that big in the starting lineup anyways. But Silver Eagles very athletic. Their three-headed guard combination on the floor there of Nelson, Munns, and and Loken as good as just about anybody else's 3 guards in the conference. All right, we're ready to jump center. Bracken jumping against Halfelder. Tipped into the hands of Cade Cosson, number 15 for the Blackhawks. They'll start with the first possession of the evening. Cosson trying to go inside to Evans, muscling his way in for 2. Evans, a strong move to the basket. He's going to be a tough one to guard against. Nelson bringing it up, down 2-0 already. Right side, this is Trey Loken. They try to go inside to Bracken. He lost the handle. Picked up by the Blackhawks. They're on the run. Crossing inside to 23. Stemke the miss. The rebound, Silver Eagles. Bracken wrestles it away from a stubborn Cade Cosson. Hibner, kissed it off the glass. Couldn't go. Bracken the putback for 2. Ties it up 2-2. Halfelder gets it across into Cosson for 2. Cosson all alone under the basket there. Halfelder made a nice pass. Cosson just had to turn around and let it roll off his fingertips. 4-2. The Blackhawks with the early lead. Lance Nelson, they clear out the right side for him. Nothing doing though. Runs into a bunch of defenders. Now Loken up the left side, can't get it. Bracken the putback, and he's got all 4 of the Silver Eagle points to start the game. 4-4. Tied up against the Fort Atkinson 5. Halfelder, they get it across. This is Cosson. Halfelder in the left corner, guarded by Hibner. That is 22, Grayson Wixom. Into Evans. Boy, he is a load. Bracken's doing his best, but Evans is a big kid. Nice move under the basket. That was Cosson, I believe, for 2. 6-4. Fort Atkinson with the lead. This is Hibner on the left side. Swinging across right side is Loken. Munns into the corner. Hibner. Into the paint, looking inside for Bracken. Bracken misses finally, tipped up again. Bracken gets the rebound, slapped out of his hands as he tries to go up. And this is Wixom on the run. He'll take it right down into the paint, tripped, and he'll go to the line. Nope. They say he was not shooting, but it'll be a foul on the Silver Eagles. Trey Loken called for his first. Nope, they're going to call it on Nelson. First foul of the game. Blackhawks inbounding with a 6-4 lead. 15:32 to play in the first half. Nice pass inside to Cosson. He gets the basket and the foul. Yes, he does. Cosson averaging 6.1 points a game. I've got him for 6 already and a chance to add on to that. A foul on Jacob Munns, his first, team second. He'll take a seat. And Owen Croak will come into the game. Croak's been hot lately. Well, one game he was hot. He scored 11 against Milton. Cosson bangs the free throw in. 7 points for the 5'10 sophomore. Nelson will bring it across for the Silver Eagles. Into the right corner. This is Loken. They give him the lane. He'll take it. Drives. Trey circles the drain and drops it in. 9-6 MG down. Cosson called for the travel. Dragged that back foot. So Hibner will inbound at the half court mark. Stemke guarding Nelson now. Lance will give it to Trey. Trey into the paint. Hibner from the left corner. Boom! Jordan Hibner. He's come on strong in the second half of the season. This is Wixom. The Halfelder. Cosson back to Wixom up top. Guarded by Croak. Takes it up the left side, nothing doing. Rebound Bracken. Quickly ahead to Loken. Trey lays it up and in for 2. Silver Eagles with a couple of quick baskets. 11-9. Fort Atkinson with the lead. Under 14.5 minutes to play in the first half. Fort's got these hard to read jerseys. They get to the far side of the court and they're basically unreadable because it's dark blue or purple, or maybe even black, outlined by white, a thin white line on a black jersey. Put back by the Blackhawks, missed, right into the hands of 21. Half-Elder takes it in the lane, missed, Bracken tip. Lance Nelson tries to get it and gets fouled as he goes after the ball. First foul on the Blackhawks. Fast-paced game so far. First called on 23, Joe Stemke. 13:59 to play, a 11-9 MG lead. Lands will bring it up for the Silver Eagles. Hibner, high left side. Up top to 21, Connor Bracken. Krog thought about a drive. He'll come up between the circles now, look for somebody to give it off to. Got Loken on the right side. They look inside for Bracken. Boy, they collapse on Connor, and he lost the ball there. Carson floating it up from the right side. No, tipped. Saved from going out of bounds by the Blackhawks. Carson Baker in the game. He's got the ball right now. 5'7" sophomore. Leading scorer for the Blackhawks. Runs around Trey Loken. Floats one up left side. Blocked by Bracken. Knocked out of bounds by the Silver Eagles, and it'll be Blackhawk ball. Trey Loken back into the game. Lucas Tipton making his first appearance. No, Loken's going to sit down. Munns will come back in, and Croak will sit down. Carson Baker, number 2, inbounds it up top to 25. Jack Opperman, he also gets in the game, saved from going out of bounds by Munns. Jacob will bring it across. Looking ahead, Nelson, swinging around Hibner, back up top, Munns. Lance Nelson will set up again. Under 13 minutes to play in the first half. Lance driving right side, lays it up off the glass and in for 2. First points for Lance Nelson. It's a 13-9 MG lead. Tipped by Nelson, picked off by Tipton. He'll stop. Oh, and he's called for a travel. He had to put the brakes on fast and just couldn't do it and collapsed under himself, basically. So it'll be Blackhawk ball. 12:42 left in the first half. This first half really flying by so far. First 7 minutes plus. Silver Eagles putting some pressure on. Cosson over to Baker. Baker into the hands of Lance Nelson. Lance will come up left side, step back, pop the 15-footer. No. Rebound Baker. Baker on the run. He'll pull back and let everybody catch up with him. Up top, this is Cosson. Drive the lane, dump it off right side. Evans can't back in that time. Cosson swing it over to Wixom. He goes baseline, lays it up, but draws the foul. I think they're going to get Lance on this one. And 2 shots for Grayson Wixom. Wow, they call it on Will Schreiner. He snuck into the game when I wasn't looking. That's okay, though. Wixom misses the first. Nelson will sit down and Loken will come in. So we got Loken, Munns, Schreiner, Bracken, and Tipton. Knocked out of bounds by Bracken. It'll be Fort Atkinson ball. Nope, Silver Eagle ball, excuse me. .12:09, a 13-9 MG lead. Tipton, give it to Loken. Top of the key, right side, Schreiner. Over to Munns, trying to back in from the free throw line. He'll step back now, reset things, take another drive at it. Loken into the paint, fall away 10-footer. Nice shot by Trey Loken. Trey's got 6 points. It's a 15-9 MG lead. Cosson from the corner. That's Jackson Fenner missing the 3 ball. Tipton with the rebound. Ahead to Trey Loken. Oh, Bracken can't get the baseline drive to drop, and it's Fort Atkinson ball. Wixom giving it off to Fenner. Jackson Fenner. Here's Wixom again. Looking inside for Evans, throws it away, and it's going to be MG ball. Schrockenthaler and 15. Henry Walsh into the game for the Silver Eagles. We haven't seen much of Schrock lately. Good to see him into the game this early. 11:07 to play. We got a timeout on the floor. 15-9, the Silver Eagles lead. So a good start for the Silver Eagles. Up by 6 against the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks have not played that bad lately. They started the season horrifically, like I mentioned. They won their first game and then lost 11 in a row. And then in their last 6, they're 4-2, so showing some signs. Let's look and see who they beat in those 6 games. Let's see, Baraboo, they're no good. Edgewood, they're pretty good, actually. Delavan Darien, they're so-so. And Milton they beat. So they beat a couple of good teams. You know, Edgewood and Milton aren't bad. They've got 3 games left of their season after tonight. Silver Eagles with a couple of them. Slinger on the 22nd, and then Middleton on the 25th. Oh, we got Stoughton on the 27th. A week from today, the boys' playoff brackets will be out. We'll talk about the girls' brackets at some point. Excuse me. All right, Silver Eagles come out of the timeout with Schrockenthaler, Henry Walsh, Trey Loken, Hibner, and Munns. Hibner up top. We give it to Munns, high right side. Slapped that by Baker. We're going to get a foul. That's not Baker, though. That's Cade Cosson. Yes, it is his first foul. Just the team's second foul up top to Jordan Hibner. We haven't seen Jordan run the offense much, so kind of fun to see him up there. Take it into the paint, dump it off to Munns, stop and hit the 3. Yes, Jacob Munns for 3. Jacob's first basket of the night, and it's a good one. 18-9, Silver Eagles have doubled them up with 10:38 to play in the first half. Fenner went the wrong way and almost had it thrown away by Cosson. They get it across the 35. Logan Keys. Boy, Fort's playing a lot of different guys here. Lays it up and in. That was Jackson Fenner with the layup. This is Munns, high left side, into the corner. Loken will dribble to the free throw line, bounced it off his foot, recovered it quickly. We're down to 10 minutes left in the first half. Loken lost control of that one, recovered by the Blackhawks. This is the Blackhawks on the run. I thought Cosson had a chance there. He'll back off, and Grayson Wixom will work against the Silver Eagles. Guarded by Hibner. This is a young team that the Blackhawks can put on the floor. Wixom up top to Fenner. There's Wixom in the left corner. Looking inside for Evans. Evans, right-hand hook. No go, but he does draw the foul and go to the line for 2. Evans averages 8 points a game with a high of 17. Brandon Schrockenthaler called for the foul. Evans' first trip to the free throw line. Clanged that one. Bunch of Silver Eagles coming in. Got Owen Croak in. We've got Lance Nelson back in. Kevin Nett making his first appearance. Hibner and Bracken. Evans at the free throw line for his second one. Coming right up. He makes that one. Blackhawks 2 out of 4 from the free throw line here in the first half of the first quarter. 9.5 minutes to play before halftime. This is Hibner. Runs off a pick. Recovers the loose ball, almost lost it. Croak for 3, no. Saved from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of the Blackhawks. This is Fenner. Up top to Cosson. Halfelder looking for some help, working against Henry Walsh. Henry giving up a few inches, but he's a good defender. I think he got a hand on that one, but it drops nonetheless. Wixom gets his first basket of the night. 18-14, Silver Eagle lead diminishing as the Blackhawks have scored the last 5 points. Bracken trying to back in against Evans. Turnaround jumper. Not going to go. Rebound. Blackhawks. MG's got to find somebody to rebound other than Bracken. Wixom. The Keys in the corner. Keys trying to pass it into Evans, and he gets reached in. And a foul by Connor Bracken, his first. That's 5 fouls on the Silver Eagles. Nobody with more than 1, though. That's good. Walsh will sit down, and Loken will come in. So we give up a little defense for a little offense. Blackhawks inbounding under their own basket. This is Keys in left corner, guarded by Loken. Up top. Halfelder looking to pass. Goes high right side to Cosson. Cosson floats it up in the lane. No, tipped out of bounds. MG ball. Munz will come in. And I think Owen Croak's going to take a break. Fast-paced game. A lot of subs coming in and out of the game constantly here. Munz, handoff to Nelson in the backcourt. Lance across the center line. Give it to Loken, high left side. Up top, Hibner, swing it to the right is Munz. Munz to Nelson. Munz runs into a double team, especially with Evans. That's a little intimidating. Loken to Bracken. Connor, turnaround right-hander, no. Rebound. Nelson puts it up, no. Rebound Blackhawks. Silver Eagles with a couple of great chances there, just can't convert. 14-18, Fenner, nice fake and lays it up and in. He has 4 points. And it's a 18-16 game. 7 straight points by the Blackhawks. 7.5 minutes to play in the first half. Nelson walking it up. Hibner up top. Oh, Nelson snuck in behind everybody. Got the shot off, but drew the foul. I think this is going against, I'm not sure now. 21. Halfelder, his first. 6'5" senior, one of the few seniors on this team. In fact, there's 2, Stemke and Halfelder. Oh, and Lance misses his first free throw. Nelson, a good free throw shooter, hitting 70% on the season. Gets another. Hopefully break this streak of the Blackhawks. They've scored 7 straight. There we go. Lance drops it in. That was the first 2 free throws shot for the game for the Silver Eagles. Nelson will take a seat. Tipped it into the game for MG. Mentioned Drew Evans being a big kid. He's honorable mention all-conference lineman, offensive lineman this past football season. Oh, they almost threw that one away into the MG bench. Up top, this is Baker, the sophomore. Runs off a pick from Halfelder, coming in the left side, trying to dump it down low. Can't see who that is. They give it to Evans. Halfelder fake the 3, step inside the circle, take another shot. No, tipped. Rebound Evans, the put back with a nice right-hand shot. Drew Evans has 5 points. 19-18, a 1-point game, 6:44 left in the first half. This is Hibner to Loken. High right side, he'll dribble back between the circles. Now come in from the left. Kick it out to Munz for 3. Long. Tipped. Picked up by Connor Bracken. And put back Connor with 6 points, all putbacks. 21-18 MG on top. Number 2, Carson Baker running the point. He's got the ball now. He'll take that 3. Boom. Knocked that down. His first basket of the night. Ties it at 21. 6:10 to play in the first half. Hibner bringing across for MG. Loken. Setting something up here. Trying to run off Bracken's screen, and then Bracken peeled off and ran under the basket. Loken made a nice pass to him, but Ford Atkinson collapsed on him quickly and knocked the ball out of bounds. Now I've got 23, Will Schreiner back into the game. Nelson up off the bench, he's in as well. Nelson inbounds to Bracken, up top to Munz, they swing it around to Loken, high left side. Back to Munz. near the top of the key. He wants to go that right side. Munns. He'll come up towards the top. Into the corner now. This is Schreiner missing. Rebounds right into the hands of one of the Blackhawks. That's 35, Logan Keys. This is Baker. Baseline to Evans. Turnaround. Evans has a nice right-hand hook. He has 7 points. And the Blackhawks with a lead, 23-21. This might be their first lead of the game, well, since the first opening minutes. Munns in from the right side. Kick it back to Loken. 3-ball. Trey can't get it to drop. Almost knocked out of bounds by the Blackhawks. Baker on the run, down the right side, left side. He'll pull back. Give it to Stemke, back to Baker in the corner. Baker will dribble up top. Keys. Timeout called. No, foul on the Blackhawks. Cade Cosin, his second foul. He's one of their key players. They can't stand to lose him. It'll be MG ball right in front of their own bench. 4:49 to play in the first half. It's a 23-21 Blackhawk lead. I wasn't complaining about the Blackhawks jerseys. They're nice looking uniforms. It's just that number is hard to read with that thin pinstriping outlining it. I believe that will be outlawed by the WIA due to the outrage from announcers. Nelson missing the shot there. Bracken came flying in after the rebound and knocked it out of bounds. So it's Blackhawk ball, 4:31 to play in the first half. Still plenty of seats if you want to come down and watch the game, and then you'll be in line for the half-price hot dogs later on. This is Kosum working against Munns. Baker, high right side to a dribble back between the circles, harassed into the MG double team. Loken takes it away. Loken almost lost the ball. Schreiner into Nelson, back to Will Schreiner. He'll take the three. Will Schreiner! Nice shot and very timely too. 24-21, just under 4 minutes to play. Schreiner doesn't take that many threes. Let me look this up here. Nah, that's his third of the season. He's 3 out of 6 by my records. Nice save there by Baker. Looking for 25. Who is that? Jack Opperman. Didn't he work on the atomic bomb? Anyways, Baker on the left side. Dribble to the free throw line. Off to Kossin. Kossin driving. Nope, taken away. Walsh took it away, lays it up and in is Will Schreiner. Schreiner with 5 points just like that, and it's a 26-23 MG lead. Schreiner with the last 5 for the Silver Eagles. Kossin against Munns, and Jacob Munns called for the foul there. His second. And that's the 6th team foul. That puts us in the bonus for the next 3:06. Munns will take a seat. Owen Croak in. So we got Croak, Schreiner, Nelson, Loken, and Bracken. Release the Bracken. Kossin, high left side, back between the circles. He'll go to the right side. Kick it off to Keys. 3-ball. No, off the front of the rim. Tipped. Knocked out of bounds by Opperman. No, by Fenner, I mean. And they're going to say MG touched it last. So Eagles go hard after every rebound. That time it worked against them as it got tipped out of bounds. Kossin inbounding now. Keys, left corner. Looking to get rid of it. Finds Kossin up top. He'll dribble in, they pass inside to Evans. Back to Kossin for 3. No. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds by the Blackhawks. This should be MG ball. 2:35 to play in the first half. A 26-23 game. Silver Eagles on top. Bracken checking into the game, and Will Schreiner will take a seat. Is that Will? No, that's Henry Walsh. Will's still out there. Good. He's playing well right now. He's their hottest shooter in the last couple minutes. They give it to him again. He gives it to Bracken, high right side. Well, they had 24, Owen Croak open underneath for a second. Now they loop it into Bracken, turnaround. No, kick it back. Croak misses the rebound. Put back by Nelson is a miss. And the Blackhawks get the ball. Just over 2 minutes to play. 3-ball, no. Rebound, Trey Loken. He's not letting anybody take that one away from him. He'll bring it across himself. Top of the key. This is Schreiner. He'll come up, give it to Croak. High right side. Loken, stop and put up the 5-footer, and Trey dumps one in. 8 points for Trey Loken. 28-23. Oh, we got a foul there. Nice fake by Fenner. We're going to get a foul on Lance, I believe. Who they calling on? Fenner's going to the line, but he's just not the one the foul was called on. Nelson called for second foul. That's kind of what I thought. Fenner wearing number 0. Although if 0 is nothing, is it really considered number? Drops his first in. He's got 5 points. Cosson will come out. Nelson will sit down. Tipton comes in. Tipton, Hibner, Bracken, Loken, and Croak. And Fenner hits them both. He's got 6 points. 28-25. MG leads with a minute and a half to play in the first half. This is Croak with the ball. High left side. Bracken came out to set the screen, changed his mind. Loken, high right side, guarded by Baker. Trey can't look over too many of his opposing guards. Takes that shot. Nice shot. Just a 2-pointer, but Trey was dead on with that one. He's got 10 points. First player in double figures for either team. 30-25. Minute 5 to play in the first half. Cosson gives it to Baker. We're under a minute to play in the half. Baker really harassed by Loken. Now Evans trying to move in. A little bump underneath. Nothing doing there. Gets the rebound. Goes back up with it. And draws the foul while he's on the floor. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. He's 1 out of 2 from the line so far tonight. 7 points overall. 24. Owen Croak called for his first foul. Evans, 1-and-1. Missing the first one. Rebound, Bracken. And Hort Hibner will bring it up for the Silver Eagles. 45 seconds left. This is Croak, high left side. Over to the right side is Loken. Let some time run off there. Fort Atkinson laying back on defense. We're down 32 seconds. Just Loken and Croak playing keep away now. Tipton gets into the act. Back to Loken. They look inside for Bracken. Nice pass. Ooh, almost a carry. Hibner has it stolen away. 17 seconds. Fort Atkinson will get at least one chance here. Now Costin will back off. Under 10 seconds to play. Will Fort Atkinson get a shot off? Fenner for 3. No, off the front of the rim, tipped. And that'll end the half. 30-25. The Silver Eagles go to the locker room with the lead. We'll be back with the exciting second half of Silver Eagle basketball. This is Monona Community Media. I'm Steve Martinelli. Watch us live on YouTube. You can watch us recorded on YouTube as well. Stick around for the second half. Welcome back to the second half of Silver Eagle basketball. I'm Steve Martinelli, and your Silver Eagle boys leading the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks at halftime, 30-25. Silver Eagles had a 9-point lead at 1.18-9, and Fort Atkinson went on a little bit of a run and tied things up, and then it was Will Schreiner time as Will hits a 3 and then a 2-point field goal. Give the Silver Eagles a lead, a 5-point lead that they took to the locker room. Earlier tonight, JV1 team got beat 55-51 to Fort Atkinson, but the freshman squad, JV2, victorious with a 47-45 record. Trey Powers coaching that squad, and they've had a really good season so far. I'd like to see what those guys are going to do in the next couple years. Well, running down the scoring, Silver Eagles led in the first half by Trey Loken. Trey with 5 field goals. He's got 10 points to lead all scorers. Connor Bracken has 6 points. All putback shots. He's having a hard time underneath as they got some big fellers pushing up against him. Will Schreiner with 5 points, as I mentioned earlier. Then 3 apiece for Lance Nelson, Jordan Hibner, and Jacob Munns. We got to get those 3 going again. We're going to hang on to this lead. On the other side of the court, Cade Cosson and Drew Evans both with 7 points to lead the Blackhawks. 6 for Jackson Fenner. Fenner over his average already. 3 for Carson Baker, their leading scorer. Then 2 apiece for Halfelder and Wixom. Monona 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Only Lance Nelson has made that visit. The Blackhawks 4 out of 7 from the line. After tonight, the Silver Eagles will play against Slinger on Saturday. Then next Monday, they'll wrap up the regular season with a game against Middleton. Here at MG, it's senior night, dance team senior night. We won't be broadcasting that game, so come on out and watch the Silver Eagles play. Girls will start the WIAA playoffs next week. Get to my bracket here, I can tell you more about that. They will open on Friday the 28th against Monroe. The Silver Eagles are number 4 seed, Monroe number 5. Silver Eagles have beat Monroe twice this season already. The winner, the lucky winner, gets to take down the number 1 seed DeForest. Should they advance past that, it's probably Oregon next, the number 2 seed. The path is not easy. And then on the other side of the bracket, let's see, the number 1 seed in that section was Union Grove. 2 is Elkhorn. 3 is Waterford. That's a tough bracket too. Milton's over in that one, but I don't know if Milton's going to make it as far as playing as against MG again. Boys brackets will be out roughly a week from today. They are in a sectional, let's see, with Baraboo, DeForest, McFarland, Monroe, Mount Horeb, Oregon, Portage, Reedsburg, Sauk Prairie, and Stoughton. Well, Monona Grove and Fort Atkinson played earlier this season. In that one, Monona Grove led most of the game, ultimately winning 49-31. Lance Nelson with 17 points. Jacob Munns with 10. They were the leading scorers for the Silver Eagles. The only players in the game in double figures, and they've both been held to a grand total of 3 points so far tonight. Let's see if we can get them untracked. And they will touch the ball first to begin the second half, as Munns will inbound, most likely giving it to Lance. Silver Eagles with their starting 5 out there. Hibner, Bracken, and Loken joining the other 2. And Lance Nelson starts off the second half. This is Hibner in the right corner. Looking for some help, comes up top to Loken. Trey finds Nelson, back to Munns. Nice little move there. Little weave by Munns. Hibner into the lane, looking for Bracken. Oh, nice pass by Hibner. Bracken with the easy 2 points, adding to that Silver Eagle lead. 8 points for Connor Bracken now. 32-25 MG leads. Cosson, the half elder. To Stemke in the corner. Up on top, the half elder. Cosson, high right side. They back it into Evans. He kind of muscles. Oh, put an elbow into Bracken's ribs, and they didn't call him on it, and he gets the basket. Well, he uses his size. It works for him. This is Munns to the free throw line up top to Hibner. He'll stop the drive into the corner. Munns again. Loop it into Bracken. Nice spin move. Can't get it, but he draws the foul and will get 2 shots. First foul against Evans. Honorable mention lineman for the Blackhawk football team, the woeful Blackhawk football team. Oh, Connor Bracken clangs the first one off the front of the rim. It's okay. Another one coming up, Connor. Call that one practice. Connor, 44% free throw shooter. Drops that one, and Silver Eagles hitting almost 63% of their free throws. Not great, to be honest with you. I mean, better than I can do, but big whoop. Cosson. Wixom, no. Rebound Bracken. He's got to fight and to tear it away from Evans. Munns will bring it across for the Silver Eagles. Into the corner. This is Loken. He'll dribble up top. Now he'll try to drive right side. Turn around 12-footer. No. Into the hands of Wixom. Oh, excuse me, that's Cosson on the floor down in a hurry. Picked up by Munns at the top of the key. Now try to drive left side. There's Wixom with the ball. Back to Cosson. Into Evans. Tipped away by Bracken into the hands of Cosson again. Cosson, a little spin move. Couldn't shake Munns, so instead he'll give it to Halfelder, and Halfelder, oh, we got a foul underneath the basket. I think this is going against MG. Oh no, Halfelder called for it, his second. So he'll come out of the game. They give it to Evans. He's trying to back in again. Kick it back to Cosson. Guarded by Hibner. Up top. They give it back to Cosson. 3-ball, no. Rebound. Blackhawks back to Cosson. Drive the lane, float one off his fingertips and in. Cosson with 9 points. He and Evans both with 9 for the Blackhawks. This is Nelson now. 33-29, MG leading still, and we're going to get a foul on Wixom. No, we're not. We're going to get a foul on Stemke. Stemke's second foul. So the Silver Eagles inbound underneath their basket. They go up top to Munns. Hibner, left corner. Dribble up, give it to Loken. Swinging around Nelson from the right elbow. Oh, can't drop. Hibner almost took it away from that big feller, Opperman, 6'5" freshman. Oh, taken away by Loken. Took it right out of Evans' hand to Munns. No foul. Followed by Nelson. Can't get it. Bracken gets the rebound. Puts it up. 2 for Connor Bracken. Bracken with 11 points. He leads all scorers now. And a timeout call by the Silver Eagles. 35-29. 15:09 to play in the game. From Verhelst Arena in beautiful Monona, Wisconsin, this is Silver Eagle basketball. 35-29. Silver Eagles extending that 5-point lead a little bit to a 6-point lead. Silver Eagles have figured out, I think they figured out how to limit looks inside for the Blackhawks, and that's really what they need to do. When they get it into Evans and he starts backing in, he's trouble. All right, so no pressure on the Silver Eagles as they drop back into half-court defense. No subs for the Silver Eagles here in the second half yet. Cosson looking inside. Evans lost the handle on it and lost it out of bounds. MG ball. That was a big possession because now the Silver Eagles can extend that 6-point lead. Keys will come out. And who is that? 21. Halfelder back in. Halfelder playing with a couple of fouls. Nobody's got more than 2 fouls in the game, though, so it's not really a huge concern. Nelson giving it to Hibner. Up top to Bracken. They're not going to lure Evans out of the lane even. Loken, dump it down low to Hibner. Step back 3. Boom! Jordan Hibner, his second 3 of the game. The sophomore with 6 points now. That was a big one, 38-29. Let's see how the Blackhawks answer. This is Cosson, guarded by Munns. Silver Eagles in a man-to-man. So far working pretty good. Evans guarded by by Bracken. Give it off to Cosson. Up top. Fenner, no. Halfelder the putback. Halfelder with 4 points. He averages almost 9 a game. Nelson, to Loken, to Munns, swinging in the corner to Hibner. They're watching him closely now. Nelson, he just can't get him to drop tonight. He's had a couple of good-looking threes, but they're just not going down. Cosson got to the free throw line and got stopped dead. This is Halfelder trying to find some running room, guarded by Hibner pretty tightly. Hibner doing a great job. Tried to get it to Wixom quickly ahead. Dunk it lands, or Trey. Oh, he missed it to follow by Trey, and Bracken got the rebound. Says he was pushed, landed out of bounds. Great opportunity here for the Silver Eagles. Loken missed the layup. Nelson followed and couldn't put it in, and then Bracken unfortunately knocked it out of bounds. Munns with a good defensive play there, but they couldn't convert. Subs coming in for the Silver Eagles. We've got Schreiner and Croak joining Nelson, Loken, and Bracken. This is Cosson, guarded by Croak. Dawson going to left baseline, nothing doing. Rebound Bracken. Bracken's held his own under the basket there. He's a strong rebounder. Leads the Silver Eagles with 11.5 rebounds a game. You don't see many kids that average more rebounds than points. They look inside. Nice move. Lance Nelson picking up a field goal. Lance has 5 points now. 40-31. Let's see if we can shut him down here. Costin, somebody steps out and gets him on defense. That's Croak. This is Fenner with the ball. Fenner had a great first half. 6 points for him. You give it to Costin now. Under 13 minutes to play in the game. Croak harassing the heck out of Costin. Timeout called by the Fort Atkinson coach. In case you're wondering, Fort Atkinson is coached by Mike Hins in his 11th year. He's got a combined record of 85 and 153. He's had a rough couple years lately, but I think this is a team on the upswing. I think they're going to be tough. They have so many young players on this squad. I was looking at that. There's top 7 scorers. They're only graduating 1 of them. 1 senior, 2 juniors, 3 sophomores, and a freshman among their top scorers. Now, they can play I'm a Believer anytime they want. That's a Neil Diamond song I can get behind. Although attributed to the Monkees, we all know it was Neil Diamond writing that one. All right, 12:48 to play. 40-31, the Silver Eagles with the lead. Fort Atkinson with the ball. This is number 2, Carson Baker, inbounding it. He's got Wixom in the corner there. Wixom looking for some help. Tries to get it into the 10. No. 11, Klingbeil. This is Baker working against Munns. High left side. Runs off a pick. Klingbeil pick. Costin miss. The putback. Drew Evans with the putback there. Whoops. Marked it down in the wrong column there. Munns swinging around to the right side. Up top to Croak. Corner, Munns inside to Bracken. Bracken tried to shoot, has it stripped away. I think they might get Wixom for this one. 15's Castle. That's his 3rd foul. That's a big deal. So I've been attributing some points to Cossum that should actually go to Wixom, and probably vice versa. It really doesn't matter, does it? Substitution made. Klingbeil will come out. Evans into the game. I just credited Evans with a basket. It was not him. I think it was Halfelder. This is Munns into the corner. Croak, left corner, looking for some baseline room. Spin move in the lane. 5-footer, no. Rebound. Croak kicks it out to Loken up top. They'll start again. Nice rebound there by Owen Croak. They go to Munns. He drives from the right side. No. Tipped it over to Owen Croak. Croak, spin move, needs some help. Back to Munns. 3 shot. That was a flat 3-point shot, but Jacob Munns got it to go in, and it's a 43-33 MG lead, biggest of the night. Munns with 6 points, a couple of threes. Halfelder miss, rebound. Who else? Connor Bracken. Quickly they pass it down. Loken for 3, in and out. Rebound Baker, foul underneath the basket. Who's this going on? Evans called for his 2nd foul. It'll be MG ball under their own basket. Now Baker will come out for the Blackhawks. MG inbounding. They get it into Bracken, left corner, up top to Munns. Swing it to Croak on the right side. Looking for Munns, slapped away by Halfelder. Connor recovers. Give it to Schreiner, he'll take the 3. Just missed, rebound Bracken. Kick it off to Munns in the corner. He'll drive the lane, kick it back. Owen Croak, top of the key. He'll reset things for the offense. High right side, Lance Nelson. Lance will come over between the circles. He feels pretty much at home there. Subs ready to come in for both squads. This is Schreiner on right corner. He's feeling pretty good about himself after those other. Bracken almost missed that pass completely. Picked up by Connor then. Croak to Schreiner, back to Owen Croak. Croak will drive, right side jumper, no, rebound. And I think that was Halfelder who got fouled. It'll go against Lance Nelson of the Silver Eagles. And Lance is saying, who, me? That's the third on Lance. So Bracken and Croak will take a rest. We've got Henry Walsh and, let's see, Croak, Hibner, and Nelson in the game for MG. Nelson playing with 3 fouls, 43-33, excuse me. Just a 10-point lead. This is Wixom. Baker for 3. No, off the back bracket. Rebound, Hibner. Outlet pass to Munz. Jacob on the run. Coming in the left side. No foul called as he's knocked to the floor. Manages to kick the ball over to Hibner. Jordan take it up top. Give it to Croak. Back to Munz up top. Hibner in the corner. Fake the 3, now drive the lane, put up the right hander. No, he was looking to pass down low to Walsh, but drew a foul first. We'll see who this is against. Number 35, Logan Keys, picks up his first foul. 6'5" freshman. Now Croak will inbound for the Silver Eagles. Nelson in the left corner. Drive the lane, 5-footer. Nice shot by Lance. He has 7 points, excuse me. 45-33. That was a big basket, a 12-point lead now. 9:20 to play in the second half. The fourth second half, that's it. Finner to Wixom. Wixom, drive the lane from the free throw line. No, pass it out. This is Finner. Finner in the left corner going baseline. Gets it off. No. Up in the air. Munz with the rebound. Munz and Walsh went after it and almost gave it away to 25, Jack Opperman. Munz up top to Lance Nelson. Lance drive the lane, draw the foul, and will go to the line. No, not yet. Wixom called for it. Stemke called for his third. Team 5th, so one more, we're in the bonus. Bracken will come back in. They'll take Croak out and give him a rest. Bracken, Walsh, and our 3 starting guards. Munz fake the 3, drive the lane, put up the left-hander, no. Rebound, Baker. Baker's only 5'7", but he's a scrapper. That's him with the ball right now. This is Wixom. They clear out and he can't get past the MG defense. I think this is Cossin in the corner. And he runs into a foul by, they're going to call on Henry Walsh for his first. Team's third foul. Opperman will sit down. And Halfelder will come in. Halfelder's a big guy too, listed at 6'5". He's broad. He's a big kid, pretty muscular. Moves the ball really well too. They bring Evans back in. 5 seconds called on the Blackhawks. It's MG ball. Well, that was a nice little turnover. Some tight MG defense. They didn't even inbound it, and we get a turnover here. 45-33 with 8:14 to play. Silver Eagles looking to lock this one up. Turn it over to the reserves pretty quickly, I hope. Well, about 5 minutes from now, let's hope. Nelson to Loken, right side. Up top to Hibner. Hibner's had a good game. This kid's going to be fun to watch. Bracken. Loken into the corner. Hibner for 3. Oh, rounded out. Rebound by the Blackhawks. This is Wixom. Try to drive. Left side layup. Good for 2. Wixom with 4 points, more or less. 45-35 is the important stat, right? Like Gorman Thomas says, the only number that counts is the W. Nelson for 3, and he drains it. You can't leave Lance Nelson open for that many threes before he starts making you pay. He ran off the defender and then just stopped and aimed and had all the time in the world to drop that baby in. Trying to back in there, Evans, and he does. Evans has got 13 points now. 7 in the first half, 6 in the second half as he continues to back in against Bracken. There's not much he can do. He's a big, strong guy, and Bracken can't stop him without fouling him. This is Hibner into the lane, kick it out to Loken for 3, head fake, try to drive, looking underneath for Bracken. Bracken with a little right hand hook. Well, Bracken's got 13 too. He's matched Drew Evans, and I believe he's rebounded a lot more than Evans has. 40-37. 13-point lead. Wixom. Knocked out of bounds by Munns. Good defense by Jacob. I thought that was going to be a foul. Now Schreiner and Tipton will come in. Who's going to get a break here? Munns and Hibner. (50 to 50, 40, 37, 6:40 to play. The inbound to one of the Blackhawks. This is Wixom with the ball. Wixom over to Fenner. Right side, he'll come give it to the lane. And a travel called. I think that was Haffelder. No, it wasn't either. He wasn't in the game. 23 it was. Joe Stemke. He drops out of the game or gets a seat, and Haffelder does come in for him. Nelson bringing it up. The Silver Eagles with a chance to lock this one up with 6:18 to play. Bracken to Tipton. Nelson can't get it to drop. Draws a foul and will go to the line for 2. Haffelder called for his second foul. Munns shooting 2. Lance, not Nelson. Not Munns, Lance Nelson. Lance missing another one. He's 1 out of 3 now. That's uncharacteristic for him. Come on, Lance, let's make another one here. Lance with 9, 10 points already into double figures, as is his norm. Drops that one in. 11 points for Lance now. A 51-37 lead, biggest lead of the game. Wixom, handoff to Fenner. Cosson inside to Evans. Evans doesn't get it to drop, but he gets the foul. They're going to get Bracken for a foul. That'll be just his second. That sends Evans to the line once again, where he is 1 out of 3. 1 out of 4. Boy, they should put Henry Walsh on him some and let Henry muscle up against this guy. Henry, a strong, strong player, one of our football stars. A wide receiver to be sure, but he's strong enough to handle a guy like Evans, as well as anybody else on the squad. Evans missing them both into the hands of Bracken, goes the rebound. 1 out of 5 Evans is from the line. Nelson kisses one off the glass and drops it in. 13 points for Lance. He had 3 at halftime, 10 in the second half now, and it's a 53-37 lead. Wixom inside to Evans. He's backing in. And a charge called on him as he flattens Bracken. Drew Evans picking up his 3rd foul now. Only a matter of time till they call that. Coach Z giving Connor Bracken a slap on the hand. Pretty pleased with his defense there. He took a big bump and maybe played it up a little bit. All right, this is Schreiner from the free throw line over to Nelson. Nelson trying to go right baseline into the hands of Evans for Fort Atkinson. We're going to go which way? I missed what happened there. Knocked out of bounds, I suppose, by the Silver Eagles. In any case, it's Blackhawk ball. Wixom bringing it up for the Fort Atkinson squad. Inside to Evans, and a reach around by Connor. I don't know if he got him. The referee seems to think he got him on the wrist, but it slapped it away, and Connor Bracken picks up his 3rd foul. So both big men for the 2 squads playing with 3 fouls. Now Henry's coming in. Henry's going to take Connor Bracken's place. Show this guy how we play MG style, Henry. Walsh, a tough kid. The inbounded to Cosson, guarded by Tipton. Up top, this is Wixom. Guarded by Nelson. Wixom nowhere to go. Through the left side, into the corner. Now they got Evans backing against Walsh. Walsh doesn't back down, gets the rebound quickly ahead to Loken. Loken, he'll pull back. Thought about going fast break, but he didn't have the numbers, so pull back, give it to Nelson. Lance comes up top with it to the free throw line, looking inside. Tipton for three. Bang! Lucas Tipton, his first points of the game, and that's a big one. 56-37. We open up a 19-point lead. We've outscored them here in the second half, 26-12. Cosson inside to Evans. Evans can't get it to drop. Rebound, Will Schreiner. Nelson into the game. Lays another one off the glass. 14 for Nelson, I believe. Remember, he had a 3-point first half. 15 for Nelson, I've got. Wixom driving. He'll draw the foul before the shot. And that'll put them in the bonus for the next 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Both teams in the bonus. Foul called on 23, Will Schreiner. Will's second foul. Will's had a good game. 5 points, played some good defense. Good move by Coach Z to bring Henry Walsh in. Henry takes that one away, leading the break. Hibner back to Henry, into the corner, Munns. Munns fake, stop and pop, 15-footer, dropped it in. Jacob Munns. Now we're just adding insult to injury, folks. 60-37, a 23-point lead. The second half has been all MG. Evans over Walsh. Evans got one to drop, but he's not going to get a lot of those. Timeout called by the Blackhawks. 60-39. MG has outscored them in the second half, 30-14. 3:41 to play, and I think this one's about ready to get locked up by MG. They can only keep pounding it inside to Evans so much. Silver Eagles have figured that out. They put Walsh in there, and Henry can handle him for a little bit. Henry, one of those guys whose contributions don't show up on the scorebook very much. He averages less than a point a game. He's only taken 5 field goals. He's a decent rebounder, though. Let's see if he's got any other outstanding stats on defense. Not particularly. Well, he does have 3 blocks. He's second on the team on blocked shots. But he just works hard, and he's a strong kid, and he's really made a difference here in the last couple minutes against Drew Evans. 39. 3:41 to play. Almost time for the subs to come in. All right. Yep, the subs are in. Let's see, number 1 in there. Andrew Glish. Fenner's in there. Klingbeil. 21 is Halfelder. He's one of the rare stars. Number 2 in there, Carson Baker. Silver Eagles with the ball and the big lead. They break the press. They get it across to Loken. Nelson, cross-court pass, and Lance lays it in. 17 for Lance now, as he's over his average of 15.4. Baker bringing it up for the Blackhawks. Into the left corner. 62-39, MG leads with about 3:15 to play. Baker drives lane, blocked. Blocked by Croak, and they're going to call a foul on Owen. Just a second on Owen, but that'll send Baker to the line for 2. Baker, their leading scorer, with just under 11 points. I've got him for 3. This could be his first point of the second half right here. He's got a couple free throws coming up. Nothing but net there. 4 points for Baker, a 5'7" sophomore. He's a quick little guy, but he's going to have to be a lot quicker to get around some of these bigger fellas. 5'7's a little hard to play at, even in high school. makes them both. He has 5 points. Of course, remember, we've got an assistant coach on the other side of the court here who's 5'9", as a freshman, played on varsity, Andy Whitty, and he was 6'7" by the time he graduated. Into the corner, this is Loken. Lane, Munns, top of the key. He'll try a drive, now back it off. They're trying to foul him, and there they do. I don't know if that was Klingbill or Fenner. Klingbill. That'll send Munns to the line for the 1-and-1. 8 points for Munns tonight, roughly his average. Chance to add on to that, his first trip to the line tonight. Knocked it down. Earns another. We're locking it up here, folks. Almost time for Coach Z to call off the Dogs. It's 63-41 with exactly 3 minutes to play. We'll let them go a little bit longer, right? Munns makes them both. He has 10 points. 64-41. Baker into the corner. This is Fenner. Up top, Halfelder. Kick out pass to Glish. Halfelder, turn around. Nice shot. (64-43). Silver Eagles get it across into the corner. This is Croak. Up top to Munns. Into the left corner. Loken for three. Trey can't get it to drop. Rebound to Klingbill. Ahead to Baker. Baker down the floor in a hurry. He'll take the three. No. Long rebound to Jacob Munns. Munns dribbling out of trouble. Gets it to Loken. Well, aiming for Loken, but Croak intercepted it. Now they get it to Munns between the circles. He runs into a double team. Loken. Ford Atkinson looking to take it away. Loken looking for some help. Finds Munns in the corner. They're just playing keep away now. Hibner. Croak. We're down to minute 50. Loken going baseline. Hibner kick it out to Munns. Cross court. We got a timeout called by the Silver Eagles as they've got subs aplenty coming in. We're going to see Cam Benke. We're going to see Kevin Nett come in. Croak lifting himself off the floor. Looks like Tipton might be coming in as well. Minute 43 to play. Will Schreiner checking into the game. 64-43. The Silver Eagles are going to lock this one up, win their 6th game of the year, and give Coach Z his 301st victory of his career. Coach was stuck on 300 for the longest time. Really happy to see him get 301. Well, remember Thursday night we'll be here when the girls take on Oregon, the first place Oregon Panthers. Oregon's got a really good team this year. They were predicted early on to be one of the contenders, if not the pick of the conference, and they've proved that the coaches know what they're talking about. .143 to play and a 21-point MG lead. 64-43. Klingbill, Baker, Glish, Halfelder, and who's that other Louis? Oh, Fenner on the floor for the Blackhawks. For the Silver Eagles, it's Tipton, Benke, Trockenthaler, Kevin Nett, and 22, Sean Doherty. So let's get some points for some of these guys. Let's get one for Schrack and Benke and Doherty. All right, number 11, this is Cam Benke running the offense. Doherty to Net, inside to Schrock, tries to back in, lost the handle on it, slapped out of bounds by the Blackhawks. It'll be MG ball. This is glory time for these guys. The next minute 43, it's all gravy. Schrock trying to make a move to the basket. Ooh, long three-pointer missed by Doherty. A little flat on that shot. And the Blackhawks draw foul. Benke called for the foul. Sending Halfelder to the line. Caleb Halfelder averaging 8.6 a game. He's their leading scorer amongst their upperclassmen. He's only got, 6 tonight. Missing that one. That would have been 7. We got a reach-in foul called on the Blackhawks. Luke Tipton getting that rebound and drawing the foul immediately. And we'll go back and shoot from the other side. Both teams in the bonus. Monona Grove in the double bonus now. So Tipton will go to the line. He's got 3 points. Shooting 2. Makes the first. Can hit his average by nailing the second one. Tipton had a high game of 16 points against McFarland just after Christmas. 5 would be real nice. In and out. Rebound Blackhawks. So the Silver Eagles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8 from the line tonight. 5 out of 9. Not great. Halfelder for 3. In and out. Tipped. Rebound Schreiner. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Doherty. Net down the lane. Dumps it off to Tipton. 3 ball. 3 for Lucas Tipton. 7 points for the junior. 68-43. This is really glory time for these guys. Baker driving left side, and he draws the foul. I believe that's going to be on Benke. Benke found somebody shorter than he is on the court to cover. 9th team foul. They call the foul on Cam. Baker shooting 2. This is the first one. These guys aren't good free throw shooters tonight either. That's 4, 5, 6 misses. 4 made, 6 out of 12 they've made. Baker gets that one though. He has 6 points, well below his average. He hits almost 11 a game. We're down to 35 seconds. This is Benke. He wants one. He wants a shot at least. Tipton inside for Brandon Schrockenthaler. Tipped away, picked up by net. Tipton. Back to Benke for 3. No. Rebound Schrock. Up top. Tipton over the left corner. Benke for 3. In and out. Oh, painful. The student section is living and dying with every shot Cam Benke takes, and he's looking up wondering what it's going to take. But a foul on the Blackhawks will come back to the other side. Just over 10 seconds to play. 68-44. MG will win this one for Coach Z's 301st victory. Silver Eagles will go to 6 and 12 on the season. Blackhawks will drop to 5 and 14, I believe. Fenner at the line. Makes the first. The foul is called on Schrockenthaler. His second. 68-45. MG will get the ball back. Schrock with the rebound, and they'll just kind of dribble this one out. Benke will bring it across. And they'll just count it down, and MG will win 68-45. Great second half by the Silver Eagles as they outscore the Blackhawks 38-20 to win their 6th game of the season. This has been Monona Grove Creative Video. I'm Steve Barnelli. One last game of the season for us. That's the girls Thursday night as they take on the Oregon Panthers. Be sure and come out and support the Silver Eagles through the playoffs. And then don't forget, we'll have Silver Eagle baseball and softball this spring. I'll be bringing you that as part of the Monona Grove Creative Video Club's palette of games. David, good job tonight. You thought we were going to fail, didn't you?
Oh, no.
We pulled it together. Kudos to you and your crew. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm Steve Barnelli. Have a nice evening and drive safe.